Hey, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. I want to share a clip from the Tamron Hall show. She interviewed Devale and his wife. They are on a book tour. They wrote a book called We Over Me. And I want to share a clip from that, and then I'll share my commentary.
Yes. She was the quote-unquote, I don't like this term, breadwinner, where you were shouldering that financial load.
We transitioned. When I first retired from the NFL, we transitioned back to moving to Brooklyn. And we had to move back to my grandmother's Brooklyn apartment. She said to me, okay, so what are we doing? She went, took her engagement ring off.
I sure did. Put on a beat face, put on some black, got on the bus, the B-44
Got on that B-44.
Got on the B-44 and went to the mall and was like, I need a job. And that's what I love that you share in your story and your journeys, because I tell people all the time, money is a living, breathing thing. You can have it one day and it's gone. And if you're picking your spouse by money, that's a bad bet.
Absolutely.
Because when it's gone, are you gone?
See, and this is one thing I'll say, our power dynamic never shifts depending on who's making more money at what time. You know, I was in the NFL making $500,000 a year. The minute I got cut, she didn't say, oh, I'm out of here, I gotta find something else. She said, what do we have to do?
Now, obviously, I had to speed that up. I don't want to get a copyright strike from the Tamron Hall show. But I thought it was important to highlight what they were talking about, because so many times people expect marriage or serious relationships, they expect things to go picture perfect and it's all going to be good, or how it starts is how it's going to always be. Like he said, he was in the NFL. She expected to be living a good life, living on her husband, because he was making $500,000 a year. And of course, you go in with all types of expectations. It's going to go up once he keeps playing and all of that. And then he gets cut. Do you then say, oh, well, brother, what you going to do? You can't find nothing else making $500,000 a year? Oh, I'm out of here. You can't do that if you are committing to this marriage or relationship. In a marriage, it's not always 50-50 or 100-100. You might be able to give your 100 and your partner is only being able to give 50 of themselves. Things change all the time regarding money, whether you're working for somebody else or you have your own business. Working for somebody else, you can get unexpectedly laid off. They could terminate you for any reason. It's an at-will state where I'm at. Or if you have your own business, sometimes there's periods in the business where it gets slow. It could get extremely slow. It could nearly fail and pick back up and come back. You can go through all types of things, but you have to stay committed to each other and the love that you have and the commitment that you have made. You can't go with the wind and let the wind blow you left or right. These are the times when it seems rough. These are the times that make you and your partner stronger together. This usually brings you closer. Even sometimes it'll feel like it's pulling you apart because things are so out of whack. But when you stay the course and you stick with it and you keep going, things get brighter and better as you continue to push through. Things aren't always going to be bad, just like they're not always going to be good. There's going to be some ups and downs. You can't just give up when it's on that downtime or that downslope. Keep pushing through and realize, look, I've committed to something. It may not feel that good right now, but if we keep going, we'll be okay. Okay, he didn't make it in the NFL, but I saw him on Sisters as an actor. I don't know his story and if that was his intentions, that he's always wanted to be an actor or whatever, but look what has opened up for him. He's been an actor, and now he and his wife have written a book together. They're on a book tour around the world or around the United States. And who knows what's next? I don't know if they have a podcast, but I've seen them on podcasts talking. So you just never know where it's going to take you. She could have been like, oh, well, we're done after he got cut from the NFL. I'm sure he was probably down in the dumps. He might not have been as pleasant as he usually is, considering he's on a whole new mission in life. She could have given up and found somebody else. And then they wouldn't be at this particular point in their marriage. They wouldn't have made it and overcome. They have 4 beautiful children, and now they're doing something together as a family, or as husband and wife. They're getting money together. So just stay the course if you're in a marriage and it's not something serious where your life is in danger or something like that, of course. But if you're just kind of going through it and maybe your spouse isn't working, or or things are just rocky and seems like you guys are off, just try to push through it and rely on that commitment that you made, and think about the reasons you got married in the first place. All that stuff is still there. Just keep pushing through. And if you're spiritual, then, you know, definitely you have to put and keep the Most High in your marriage, and just don't give up on it. Like he said, also an important part was their power dynamic never changed. Even though maybe he wasn't working, or even if he got a job that was making less than her, that didn't then turn around and give her the pants to wear and for her to be the head of the household because maybe she's making significantly more than him. That doesn't make her then be able to, you know, come in and talk to him crazy and disrespect him because, oh, well, I got it, I'm getting it, he's still the head of that household regardless of who's making the money. Now, if that's how you run your house, then whatever. Maybe you run your house and your husband wants you to be the head and you're fine with being the head. Hey, that's kudos to you. That's y'all's business, because every marriage is not the same and people's expectations of marriage are not the same. Maybe things that are acceptable to one couple are not acceptable to the other. But whatever works for you, don't switch up based on money. Something that can vary, like who has the most money or who's making the most money, because that can change in an instant. Money shouldn't make your relationship. It shouldn't dictate how you and your spouse operate together. You guys figure that out, and the money is separate. The money comes in, we do what we have to do with it, but you and your marriage, you and your husband or you and your wife, y'all are determined. You determine who does what in your marriage that make you guys happy or that make you guys content with your situation. But I just wanted to share that. Make sure you leave a comment below, hit the like button, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Until next time, peace.